sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is Rashad Penny, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, man, hey. 56. Let's go, D.
To throw, it's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K'Lavon Chaisson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
30-yard punt.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Rashad Penny. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
He was brought down a 7-yard gain on the play.
They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground now with Penny. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Close.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Cardinals 31-yard line.
Here's a give to Penny. And he'll go down at the 28.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Seattle.
On first down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
A handoff to Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters this week? He kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On third down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On the run, it's Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Penny. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Here's Murray from midfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hodges. And he's got this down to the 35. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Thompson picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Murray. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. and maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Murray now, 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Penny. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Murray again. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
14-yard line.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
56 the mark, boys. 56.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down. Hodges. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, 63 yards, and the Cards continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Play action. Now Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Penny, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and inches, Wilson out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. To throw is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On 1st down, it's Hodges, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.